Guys, I wanted to do a quick video on how I apply my favorite Red Aspen press-on nails and get them to stay on a long time. I've been wearing these nails for almost 3 years now, and I've learned a few tips and tricks over the years. So I wanted to share some of those with you. Whew, let me calm down this hair. Of course, I'm going to use my favorite color of all time. It's the Real Red Renner. It's like the perfect red, pink, coral, all mixed together. So when you get a box of nails, it has everything you need. It has your nails, it has your glue, it has your push, and it has your file. A few things that I would highly suggest to also get is this buffer block from Red Aspen. I have really liked that. I really like this upgraded pusher. It helps me scrape my nails, and I think that that is key to getting my nails to stay on as long as they do. I usually get like 3 weeks out of my nails, which is pretty amazing. And then another thing that I think is crucial is this cuticle trimmer. If you can get your prep down well, then your nails are going to stay on a long time. So let's get started. I'm just going to show you on a few nails because nobody's got time to watch me put on nails for 15 minutes. So this is what my nails look like after I've taken off my Red Aspen nails. And then I take this pusher. Now I will admit I already pushed back my cuticles a few days ago, but I'm going to show you how to do it on a few fingers. So I'm going to take this pusher and I'm just going to start here and I'm just going to push all of that skin back. I really think that it's important to get your nail prepped ready for the nail dash, because if there's anything on the nail that isn't supposed to be there, like excess cuticle skin or like some dust from the like buffing, then it's not going to adhere correctly. Okay, you can see that I've now pushed back this cuticle. Now I'm going to take these cuticle trimmers and I'm just going to go around, and I kind of like think of it as creating a little area for the nail to slide right through, kind of like a little, I don't even know what you call it. But I'm just going to trim all of this off. Okay, that's what it looks like. I got quite a bit off again. Then I'm going to take the pink side of my file and I'm just going to lightly buff. Now, I've talked about this so many times, and I do think it's super, super important to make sure that your entire nail is buffed. When I say that, I don't mean that you're gonna like take off layers and layers of your skin. What I'm meaning is I just want you to like lightly buff. If your entire nail needs to be the same porosity. If not, then you're not going to have as good of a bond. So you're going to take this file. See how I'm like turning my file like sideways like that? I'm going to do it on the top. I'm going to turn my file around. A huge common mistake that I see from most people that aren't getting these nails to stay on a long time is they'll just buff the fingernail like this and they're like, okay, cool, I roughed it up. And that's like as good as they get. You want to get really, really thorough with it. So you're going to get all around the outer edges really, really well. Then I'm going to take this again. Now this is what a lot of people don't do. I'm going to push it back. I'm going to trim the cuticle. I'm going to file, like buff the top. Now I'm going to take this guy again, and I'm just going to basically scrape the edges. I wish you could like be right over top so you could see exactly how this looks. I'm actually going to move you closer. Okay, here's this. I'm going to take this tool and see how I'm just going to scrape the edges. Can you guys see that? Give me a thumbs up if you can see that so I know if I need to change my angle. Okay, scrape the edge just like so. And I'm just going to get all of that excess whatever off the nail. Then I'm going to take my buffer block and I'm just going to buff everything out one more time. I know that this might seem excessive, but I don't know about you guys, I would rather spend a few extra minutes in the application process and have them stay on longer than rush through the application process and have to apply them more often. It's for me, if I'm going to pay the money to get these nails, I want them to stay on as long as possible. Okay, so do you see how I'm just like That's how it looks, and I'm just scraping all of that out. You want to make sure it's as clean as possible. Okay, I forgot something really quick. Then you want to grab, where are my alcohol wipes? Oh, right here. Okay. You want to grab an alcohol wipe at this point, or just like, you know, rubbing alcohol on a Q-tip or whatever, or a cotton swab. This will dehydrate the nail. They do have nail dehydrator that I want to try. I have not tried yet. Okay. So that is what a nail totally ready for a nail dash should look like. It's buffed. Everything's trimmed around the edge or the edge. Now, you want to make sure that your nails are sized correctly. Red Aspen boxes come with 24 to 30 nails. I don't know if you can see this. All these nails came in one box. And they put that many sizes in there so you can get the right size of nail to match your nail. Like, you know what I mean. When you put a nail on, you want to put it on when you size it, and you want to press down. Now, if it comes over your skin, that's not going to adhere. You're going to have pockets, so it's going to pop off. If you have a nail that's too small, and it won't cover the edges, that's gonna not look like a professional nail. Can you see that? So you wanna make sure that when you put the nail down, you press it down, it just fits perfectly all around the edges. Another big mistake that a lot of people do that is actually kind of funny is they put them on upside down. So every nail dash has a tiny, tiny little number right here at the top. That goes at the top of your nail. It does not go at your cuticle. So a Red Aspen nail dash is designed where the top of it is thicker and the bottom of it is a little bit thinner, just like it goes along with the shape of your natural nail. So do not put them on upside down. So many people do that. So you can see that this nail fits my nail bed perfectly. So what I'm going to do, take the glue, twist off the top. I'm going to put a healthy dose. I always err on, okay, of course that would happen. I always err on more glue than not. So I'm going to start putting it in like a little circle. You don't want to get it all the way to the outside because you don't want it to squirt on the edges, but you're going to put a healthy dose and put it all around almost to the edges. Then you're going to take your nail dash and you're going to put quite a bit of glue on your nail dash also, like so. This part kind of needs to be quick. Then 30-degree angle-ish, slide it right under that cuticle that you just created that little spot for, and you're going to hold it for 30 seconds, rocking it back and forth. Now, if you do have excess glue at this point that like squirts out the edges, you just take the inside of your finger and you just wipe it away, okay? So you're gonna rock it. I have a tiny little excess glue right there. For 30 seconds. I like to hold it for 30 seconds. Like I said, I like to spend a little bit more time in the application so they stay on longer. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. This Real Red Renner color is so freaking cute. Glue adheres to glue. And so that's why I like to put the glue on my natural nail and on the nail dash. If you don't want them to stay the full 2 weeks, you can just put it on your natural nail or on the nail dash. But like I said, I like to stretch my nails as long as possible. Okay, that's what it looks like. Look how it just like naturally fits under my cuticle. It just looks like I went to the salon and got these done. Let's do one more really quick. So we're gonna do this middle finger. I'm going to take this buffer, lightly buff. So lightly buff and thoroughly buff are two very different things. Okay, so you want to lightly buff and thoroughly buff. Does that make sense? If you guys have any questions, who's all worn these nails? I want to see who has worn them, who likes them, if you have any questions. Okay, so lightly buff, turn your nail file a whole bunch of different directions to really get in those crevices. Then take this guy and scrape. Okay, see how much I'm getting off there? scrape the edges, scrape the nail. That's why I like this guy. You can use this one that comes with it. It just isn't, I don't feel like you get as good of a scrape. And I think that this is, for me, this is key to get just my nails super, super clean. So I'm going to push that back again, and I'm going to scrape. And then I'm going to take this buffer block and go along the edges one more time to just make sure the entire nail is the same porosity, which it makes sense, right? Like when you go to glue something on, if everything's not the same porosity, it makes sense that it wouldn't have as good of, like it wouldn't adhere as good. So the same thing with the nails. You don't want to buff off so much that you're damaging your natural nails, but you do need to rough them up. Okay, when you are going to cut your hair, let's see, your hair is in very bad condition. Come on, do life. I've always admired your work. Oh my gosh, I should have read that before. Well, apparently my hair is in very, very bad condition. I apologize, Danieliva, that you are not a fan of my hair. I'll try to do better. Thank you for always admiring my work. Social media. What a life. What a life it is. Okay, here's my Miss Lynn. People, like, thank you for your comment. Thank you for telling me that you don't like my hair. Cool. Okay, this is alcohol swab. I just did that, dehydrated my nail. Make sure it's dry. Fit my nail. Remember, the number is at the top, at the tip. I remember that. Number, top, tip. You put it on, when you push down, see how it's covering my nail perfectly. Then I'm going to put some glue right here on my natural nail. And I'm going to squirt it around almost to the edges. You don't want to put it all the way to the edges. You see how that's almost to the edges? Be always charming and unique. Have a nice day. Thank you again. Oh my gosh. People are funny. People are funny on social media. I will have a great day, even if my hair is in rough condition, apparently. Geez, hop off if you don't like something. Thanks for the tutorial. You're welcome, Peggy. Okay, 30% or 30, I'm all like frazzled out. About this angle, okay? You see that? Then you're going to put the bottom in first and bada boom, bada bang, like that. Then you're gonna rock it back and forth for like 30 seconds. Okay, can you see there's a tiny bit of glue that's coming out right there? I'm just going to take the inside of my finger. I actually kind of like, I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I kind of like when the glue comes out because that means that I've used like the max amount of glue that I can. I always err on using a lot of glue because I want my nails to stay on a long time. Okay, another tip, when you put your nails on, make sure that with your thumb, you're pulling that skin away from your, like right here, because you don't want your tip of your nail to be, or your finger to be glued to that nail. That's just annoying. So I always like to pull it away when I put on the nail dash. Hold it for like 30 seconds, rock back and forth. There we go. You guys, this color, Real Red Runner, is probably my favorite color ever. You can see how that nail dash just forms perfectly with my natural nail. I love the way nail dashes are designed because they are meant to be thinner at the cuticle and thicker at the edge, so they'll be durable. So there you go. Hopefully that helps. I will post this to my feed. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm also going to send out a link. If you comment the word nail, I will send you a direct link that you can shop these. So thanks for coming to my tutorial.